It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our plan. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells, following the path of Ludinus and the Re-Vanguard into the ruins of Aor. You delved below and discovered the darkness that had taken the Vanguard and Ludinus's interests in the ruins. Dominox, a grand demon from lore long ago. You had gone through and suffered terrible visions from this demon in proximity of the engine that he still is clung to, the soul anchor holding him present. You ran into and met a new figure, Breus, a minotaur revealed to have been and is a worshipper of the Lord of Hells. But after getting into battle with Dominox and Ludinus coming in at the last minute to essentially help you defeat this entity and claiming no aggression or animus towards you, you stopped after defeating Dominox, and he invited you to join him in the chamber beyond, one of the goals of his excursion. And here in this domed, cracked, partially ruined chamber, you see a central orb, domed-like dais that Ludinus pulls from it, a sphere of light blue arcane ribbons. He tells you this is the Occultus Thalamus, and he invited you to look into this. As he activated it, a white light filled your vision, and you all experienced within this record, viscerally, as if you were there and amongst them, the tale of these gods who, during the height of the calamity, had called a truce because the last great floating city had developed technology that could abjure the gods themselves. They found conflict, they found allyship, they found means to question everything about their presence there and what it is they are doing here on this world. And when push came to shove, they all still came to agreement. The city had to die, and the information with it. Here, as these fragments of information and moments and people and faces and screams and energy whoosh by, shh, eventually the light fades. Ludinus still stands holding this orb. Fractured as it may be, the Thalamus gifts us with an unintended boon. A record of divinity's true face. The face I've always known. An endless tapestry of guesses and punishments, harvesting their faith through reverence and fear, ultimately to redirect the natural flow of the soul to their realms and feed from them. We are chained to a cycle of their making against the natural order of life between these realms, stolen and industrialized to sustain their self-obsessed tyranny. What they did not account for was the strength of our spirit, the drive of our ambition, the desire to learn and grow, make and unmake and make again, to challenge the mysteries of the universe with the brief time we have. In their arrogance, they made something more perfect than them. Us. In the age of Arcanum, our enlightenment was a revolution. We deserved to inherit the future. And they would not dare step aside and let us be greater than they.
Were we watching the same orb? Just making sure.
What did you see?
I saw them as uncertain. Surprisingly changeable. Flawed. For sure. But so are we.
You're not wrong. The difference is, we don't lord ourselves over everyone else and wipe them clean the minute we have a second thought.
You know that is not true.
It's quite ironic coming from the man who's caused quite a bit of destruction with murderous intent.
Murderous, no.
What do you plan to make after this? After you unmake?
I have no aspirations for leadership, lordship, decreeing of laws or ruling. I've lived long enough, as you say, to have watched kingdoms rise and fall, to see fools crowned. But those are our messes to make. We learn from them, we live, we die, and we teach.
We die.
I am talking.
Careful on one of the people sitting here who probably agrees with you the most.
I'm going to change the subject for a moment, and I'm probably one of the people who agrees with you the least in this room. You want to release a god eater? What guarantees are there that you're not about to unleash holy hell on the face of this world?
Next time you wish to step on the surface of our great Moonaville omen, I invite you to speak with it. A bit of communion with Predathos, I think, would help clarify your worries. We are outside of its circle, and it only wishes to feast upon what it naturally devours.
The gods created us, right?
The gods formed us, yes.
So we are part of them.
Not as much as you'd like to think.
I feel like Predathos would eat them and lick up the crumbs.
The shark does not bother itself with the krill.
Would you die for it?
1,000 times over. And I may hit still.
I'm so confused by your position sometimes, because you act like there's so much war over these gods, but yet you're about to incite it over the gods.
And the gods have been gone for centuries. They will be back instantly if you seed that information in the world. Instantly. And how many more will die? You sound just like Father Milo. So wrong, so vain, so important.
I would have to object.
That's fine.
Father Milo did not say anything that wasn't absolutely true.
That is
That's
He had a perspective and a goal, and he laid it out very clearly. He wanted to get his family back and assume power. He gave them a choice to sit down at a table, and they said, no, we'd rather kill a city.
I kind of agree with Bray's.
Yeah, but then he took off and he left them.
You've given us a choice between mortals and the primes, but there is a third choice.
If you're referring to your lord as he looks into your breastplate and the symbol,
That's just that doesn't mean anything.
there are few among their family that hate us more than any other, for the reasons you cite.
Exactly. If the gods found out that we knew this knowledge, they would come down and smite us, right? I've known this for years. I've known that the primes are assholes. They betrayed me. And I found someone who won't.
Where were you when this happened? Not an accusation, I want to know.
was a child. I watched the burning streak of the city through the sky, and grew up in the smoky ruin that sat below.
You know what I saw? A weird, fucked up family. Kind of like us. I would do anything to protect any one of you. At the expense of others.
Which is not why they should exist. It's honestly, it's why nothing like that should exist. It's not about who's on the fucking throne. It's about the throne.
Who has it?
It shouldn't exist. It should be broken.
What happened in
No one should have it.
Malaismere?
Malaismere was the first communion.
With Predathos?
It was the first attempt at establishing a bridge.
Why did you choose to show this to us?
Because you're all, like many others out there, bright and strong and open to see the truths around you. You fight for what you believe in, for each other. And that is the spirit of mortal life that we fight to preserve. To your point, it's not that the gods are to be considered garbage. They are frail, emotionally. They are scattered. They are not unlike us, except that every step they take, they destroy errors. And to your point, no one like us should ever have that much power.
Everything you're saying about them is true of mortals. Mortals have warred since the beginning of history, killed each other in the hundreds of thousands. So why are you stopping at the gods? Surely the world should be clean of all life of any kind.
Such a uniquely unfocused conviction. It's admirable.
Oh, fuck you, man.
I'm sorry for what happened to your family.
Mm-hmm.
Otahon was overzealous in her methods. But it seems she got what was coming to her.
Don't act like you didn't send her to do those things.
Yes, she was a mad dog that you let off the leash.
I own my place in that.
Yeah, ends justify the means, right? Just get fucked.
I'm no friend to the primes, but you've shown us one story of many. Who's to say that there aren't other stories out there that contradict everything you've just shown us?
At the very least. Now that these truths are beholden before you, I hope this lets you see a little bit of who I am, who we are, and why we do what we do. Why I give myself to this cause.
I'm glad. Very thankful that you showed us this, truly. But as we saw, not all of the gods were in agreement. Not all of us are going to be in agreement. And one of the things they were attempting to do was look for solutions, alternative solutions to this problem. I feel like we're owed a chance at that.
I've lived for nearly 1,000 years, spending every waking moment thinking on every possibility. And I have failed at a number of them. I have spent lifetimes weaving intricate threads to allow this singular moment in history to be even possible. If you want to try and find an alternative, you have very little time to do so. But regardless of what you wish to do, our gears have long been turning, and momentum has risen quite high. So I ask you, openly and with compassion, join us. Join us to be the shepherds of our true future. To free our people from this perpetual divine penance. At which point Teven in the back goes,
Oh, you still need.
This only furthers the need for your communal punishment. All of you. My lord demands vengeance, and vengeance he will have. And he raises his blade and charges, at which point Ludinus raises a hand. The natural 3. Teven is banished. In a flash of flame, he's gone.
You know that not everyone agrees with you.
No,
You
no.
need them.
Ludinus knows best.
That's
So we
right.
should all put our faith in him.
What gives you the right to decide the fate of Exandria?
He just wants to be on equal ground.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, what makes a god besides power?
I don't wish to control. I don't wish to be a tyrant. I just want them gone.
You want you.
If you're wrong, and if Predathos comes out and does blue whale us like the krill that we are, for you, is that better than being subservient to them?
I wish you knew the things I knew.
So tell us, Ludinus. We're here, aren't we?
You're asking us to just,
Blindly put our faith in you.
yeah.
Like a god.
You look like it's just me. I might be the spearhead of this, but I'm amongst many,
I know.
one of which is your mother.
Yeah. I know.
You who holds the strongest potential in the red light of our deliverance. Daughter of Liliana, who carries the burden of our future. I hope that you will rise to meet your destiny.
You trust Predathos because you've talked to him? You've had lots of conversations? And you know what they're saying is the
That's
truth.
sarcasm. She's doing sarcasm.
Yeah, I actually can hear that.
Very perceptive.
I think they call that stank.
Yeah, that's a stink.
Yes. It is a unique intelligence, but one that doesn't hold any grudge, one that doesn't beget any malice towards us. It just merely wants out, and it wants them.
It wants out and it wants to take. It's so hungry. I felt that. I felt welcome, right?
Yes.
Is that what you feel too? You know how hard it was to get free? I can't believe it wouldn't want to do that to everything it comes across.
Though Malleus Mere may have been a failure in the larger circumstances, it was the beginning of a rapid, resounding success. For it was the first time that we were able to see each other. It was
What'd you
the first.
see?
I saw it for what it was. A lost, lonely entity, hungry in darkness, sealed away and left to fade into its own shadow.
Left to go insane.
Yeah, it's a good idea to just release that out there after all that time.
You, who was forged from the convergence of many powers. Born fey, fair and far. Now bound to the primordials and the devils themselves, you step between realms like a living, walking nexus. You have so much potential.
Are you going to go around in a circle and tell us how
I feel
much
like
potential
I
y'all
think he
have?
just needs
Is
to
he
warm
getting
up to
that?
the answer yet.
Maybe,
All right.
are you just doing this for her?
Right, so I have
You.
Do me. Yes, do me next.
Have a familiar air about you.
You're getting warmer.
You're not.
You are ever tenacious, aren't you, Delilah?
What did he say?
You're ever tenacious, aren't you, Delilah?
You could have been so very bright had you not fallen to selfish interests and darker faith.
Even he knows.
Now do you cling to your broken shores for our world, hungry and desperate, Delilah? Within you, you can feel something within you like reaching, trying to will itself out and reach, like it wants to devour the magic of lewdness itself.
This is good. This feels good.
The focus past you towards Delilah focuses in on you. I can free you from your tortured binding. Grant you both a second chance at life without her shadow. And then looks back past you into Delilah. And you, another chance for redemption in the eyes of history.
All right.
Join me in the vanguard.
See, there's always an ultimatum.
This has been enlightening.
Wait, don't tell apart the timeline. It feels like you could do whatever you've needed to do with Prodothus this whole time. I'm just kind of wondering what else you need. Why haven't you kicked it off yet?
Yes.
I believe I've been extremely forthright with you from the very beginning. And understandably, you've been conflicted.
We're gonna be conflicted if you're freaking killing people that we love and care about.
Also,
Like, what?
I'm not conflicted. I have taken a vow to kill you, and I will. Today, if possible.
I feel like that's beside the point, though.
Wait, answer the question. What are you missing?
We already know.
Yes, what are you missing?
We already
what are you
know what
missing?
he's missing. He needs Imogen. He needs Liliana. He needs a Rudisborn.
His face falls a little sad. He pulls a beautiful glowing gemstone out from behind his robe and kind of looks at it in his fingers. So many chances. It would be a shame. I still believe we can do great things together. But no matter, I have contingencies that do require me and don't require your assistance. Soon the world will see what we've seen.
When they do, what are you going to do when you discover that a large collection of the people who know this don't love you?
I I don't do this for love.
I believe you believe that.
What's the stone?
Just looking at it is almost entrancing. You can feel the thrum of its power, like a whoa, whoa.
What color is it?
Green.
It's like a green blue.
Can I try to take it?
You're about 15 feet from him, but yeah.
I want to make mage hand it.
Mage handed out of his hand.
From 50 feet away.
While he's looking at it.
No,
What's that over there?
I'm just gonna just like walk around, taking space. I'm listening.
You see him as he's looking at the stone and just looks up at you with a keen, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, head tilt? And he's like,
What is that? I was like saying I couldn't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
it's not for you, love.
Well, what are you
Looks
pulling it
back
out
towards
for?
you. And says, I'll await your answer to my offer, for you always were a crafty one. Here, a means to take what you seek and fill me with clarity of mind. Find me when you're free of these disappointments.
No!
Wait.
You grab the gem.
Oh, fuck.
You catch it in your hand and grab it. The hunger inside you surges with fury and frustration as the shadow swarms and you reach over and grab onto Chetney's arm. You feel like your body is now being pulled and wrested from your grasp. What do you do?
Hunger of the shadow.
All right.
And while shit's happening, I'd try and like put it in the bag of holding. I'm holding the bag of holding.
14 necrotic damage to you, Chetney.
As that hits, like this necrotic stuff, I will take the bag of holding and I will throw the bag of holding towards Dorian.
Oh.
And I try to snap out of it immediately.
Okay.
Keep away! Keep away! She is attracted to powerful stuff. Bitch, that fucking
I
stuff.
just try to like rip my hand apart and just like fucking like claw at my head and try to come back.
It looks like you have enough to deal with within your midst. Find me when you've decided what you need. Delilah, there is so much within these ruins that could be of help to you. As this moment happens, the chaos ensues. The dark shadows are circling Laudna. She's grasping her hand. You can see like the flares of purple energy kind of rocketing out of her shoulders from each side. There's just this circle of mist. And he's not there. What you do hear is the entry door to the chamber.
Oh.
Closes shut.
He's haunted by my spirit.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Forever trapped.
You close your eyes and focus, and you can feel him kind of like beyond the door, and then he's gone.
He's gone.
However, at this time, as you close your eyes and kind of pierce into that darkness, you feel yourself falling into that shadow, and you hear heavily, fuzzily, plunging into your ears. I've waited too long to been this close and have it taken.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I tried. You tried. This is on you.
I'll do what I always do. What must be done.
What are you doing?
Hey. Hey.
She's gonna take me.
She's not gonna fucking take you. You're here.
You see, like, the darkness of Laudna's eyes, and that spark, that liveliness, that beauty is receding. And
sorry.
where the shadow is flickering up the shoulders, you can see it like flickering
No,
up the neck
I'm
a
sorry.
little bit.
I didn't mean it.
It's okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh,
God.
shit!
18.
As you're looking into her eyes, the shadow begins to subside, and she kind of doubles into her arms, grabbing herself as the tension in the room goes quiet.
I am holding on. I am watching like a fucking... I actually am very quietly going to pull your head up so I can see your fucking...
She bursts into a swirling flare of dark black and purple energy around. You watch as Laudna begins to rise up, her body extending, twisting, her fingers clawing at the end, her jaw descends, her eyes now these open, vacant sockets with burning purple light in them. She screams, outward as the purple energy swirls up around her to form the ghostly outer form of Delilah Briarwood.
Oh, shit.
So, let's go and roll some initiative.
Broken statues you talked about.
Wow, that's pretty.
I'm assuming I roll initiative too.
So,
Oh boy.
the beginning of this combat round, as this transformation takes place, Ashton, you're up with Orm on deck. As you see Laudna in the process of this terrifying banshee nightmare transformation and the spirit of Delilah swirling around and apparating, uncertain what is friend, what is foe, what do you do?
I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna yell, sit the fuck down, bitch. If you want to get what the fuck you want to get, you're gonna have to work, and I'm going to rage, and I'm going to fucking...
You better work.
You better work,
bitch.
Okay, we get the rainbow sparkles, which means that Ashton starts to spark in every color possible coming out of the glass, and that'll be fun. Everyone within 10 feet of me gets to add a d4 to all of their attack rolls and saving throws. So,
That's nice.
I am going to start trying to knock you the fuck out. I don't know what else to do.
You impact, and as the hammer strikes off, you can see the form kind of crumple at the hit and then pop back. Orm, you're up. Actually, no, at the end of your turn, I'm just gonna go ahead and use legendary action to do a Wraith Claw strike against you. 24 points of necrotic damage to you.
Okay, I'm going to use my Wraith Claw. I'm going to use erratic defense for this.
Okay, what's it do?
I have resistance to the attack until the end of the attacker's next turn. Their speed is halved, and they can't make more than one melee or ranged attack.
Got it. Okay, cool.
All right, I'm going to roll under Ashton's legs so that I am sort of by Imogen, so I don't leave her Delaudna's melee. Other way, sorry.
Oh, they're here?
Yeah. I am going to spin my blade around in my hand so that the hilt is out, and I'm going to use it and try to slam her in the gut and make this a goading attack.
Okay.
That's real low. So that's 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Misses. Second attack, 13.
13 misses.
I think Orm is exhausted physically and mentally and hates doing any of this. Thanks again. That is an 18 to hit.
18 misses.
Misses. And then at the end, I'm gonna keep my eyes on hers. And Orm's gonna say, Laudna, please. And then I'm gonna throw Seedling on the ground and throw my shield on the ground and just look at her and hope that she sees me.
Okay, you got it. The shadow is swirling around, the temperature of the room is getting colder by the second, and you hear amongst like the horrible ghostly shrieks, like layered sounds of other voices of shrieking spirits kind of intermingled throughout. That finishes your turn, Orm?
Would you allow me to use a bonus action short rest here? I don't know if that's...
Or you mean a second wind?
A second wind is what
Yeah,
I
you
meant,
may.
yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Dorian, you're up.
I see her visage pop up above, and I just go, and I reach behind me, and I just doink one little string on my mandolin, and I use one of the slots in the mandolin to cast invisibility on myself.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna pop away, and then I'm gonna use. How far away is it to that little cave right there with the light in it? Was it 20 to the little cave over
here?
there?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's about 25 feet from you.
Okay, 25 feet. I'm gonna dash over to that real quick, and then I'm gonna take out the bag of holding, and I'm gonna put it in that little cave and just hastily like cover it up with dirt. Awesome. And I'm gonna try to run back as quickly as I can to kind of where I came from, finish out my movement speed.
That's where you are.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna intentionally drop my invisibility.
Okay.
And then just reappear. And then for my bonus action, I want to try to give Laudna. Wow, this could backfire so bad, but I want to see if it works. I want to try to give Laudna Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, how do you inspire?
I'm going to say, Hanu, look, you are so beautiful. The skincare regimen is working perfectly. Just compliments. That's my love language. Just
Okay,
compliments.
okay. Love it.
I am going to cast Aura of Life.
Okay, Aura of Life.
Which gives, if you're within 30 feet of me, every non-hostile creature in the aura has resistance to necrotic damage. Delilah? You're not getting out of there unless we help you. So you work with us, or we kill you again.
Nobody hates you more than me. But you know we want the same thing right now. And I'd give anything to separate you from her.
As the shadow swirling is kind of congealing through the middle of this, you can see like the flickering shape of her face, the eyes kind of a lit yellowish within the center of this magical shadow that just drifts around her. The flickering power like sending out like a slow whirlwind around her. All of a sudden the attention of the shadow shifts to you. I've been so patient and you all take far too long.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
That's good.
So for her save on that, it's a natural 20.
Shit.
At the end of your turn, Gladys can use her last legendary action to Shadow Step. She just went 30 feet up to the top of there.
Yeah.
Essek, seeing the throes of combat here, goes, I'll follow your lead. If we need to take her down, let me know. And he's going to keep his hands out as he glides backward.
Just unconscious.
Just unconscious, understood.
Unsure of what's going on because I don't know these people, and still frustrated that Ludinus got away. I did notice that Ludinus seemed to create this or inspire this creature, so that's good enough for me. I don't like it. I'm going to attack. I can't hit, so I will shoot a sacred flame at it. I guess I'll whip around my flail and then
Your balls.
my balls.
There we are.
And then sort of from it comes a
Yep.
from the ball sort of ejects a hot sort of stream
So glad you made a paladin.
right at the monster's sort of
Color.
chest and neck.
I've missed you, Sam.
That is 11 points of damage.
You
Wait,
got it.
can I do divine?
Not on that spell. It's
That's
only on
only
attacks.
melee. I will inspire the blue one with bardic inspiration.
Okay.
That's within 60 feet or 30? 60. It's been so long.
How do you inspire?
I say, don't sell yourself short. Whatever you've been doing is working too. A chiseled jawline, a symmetric face. You're a hottie.
I feel great.
Take your d6.
Can I use my bonus action to click my Boots of Speed, which will make my walking speed 80 feet? And then can I arc around behind Fern and Imogen and moving around whatever this central diocese was? Is that what Ludinus was looking at originally?
Correct. He was on this side when he pulled the device free.
And just as I'm passing it, can I give it a once-over? Is there anything of worth or note other than just complete ruined mechanical?
It looks like everything was pouring into this orb that is now an empty space that he had removed from it. Like, there are things in here that look quite technologically advanced and covered in now darkened runes, but it seemed like everything was kind of funneling into this device that is now gone.
Got it. Can I continue that 80 feet arc and just come over here? Staying tiny behind that little thing. And I will, can I take out the Harp of Valor?
Yes, you may.
Bring! I'm gonna pluck three strings and send three magic missiles towards Deladna.
Cool.
11 points of damage.
Impact shot to the side, and you see the Laudna weird corpse wraith is screaming, and she looks over in the direction as the shadow keeps focused on the rest of the group, and then she looks back as the shadow looks over in your direction, and they're both kind of having different glances in the room. Laudna, you're up first. I need you to go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh my god.
Okay, I rolled a natural 17 plus 8.
Isn't that a 19?
Great. So you get to make a turn. You will yourself into the body from the sunken place. You force your way out into your form, which is still transformed, and you're barely holding on for just a moment of time.
Come on.
You see for a second Laudna break free from the visage that is Delilah. And I just very gently take a few steps forward and turn around and look up at Delilah very calmly.
Okay.
And then I say, please, we both just want peace. Either work with me, or it's time for you to go. I will use Wrestle from Within.
Ooh. What the heck is that?
Until the end of Delilah's next turn, all attack rolls against her have advantage.
Oh.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm going to quicken Phantasmal Force. Delilah and I have shared a brain for an incredibly long time. I'm going to, you see my or technically only she sees, this like shimmer fall from top to bottom. And I transform into Silas. Oh, shit! And I'm gonna say, please, my darling, stop this. Come be with me.
So as she's looking down at you, like formed in shadow, kind of listening to the beginning of your sentence for a minute, and you see there's a moment of recognition, and then once that form takes place, her expression goes extremely dark.
Ooh.
How dare you mock him? Mock me! You're mine! And so you take the rest of your turn if you want.
I am going to, okay, I'm fighting her control, so I'm going to turn and scramble, and I turn to Breas and Ashton and Orem and my entire party standing behind me, and you see me turn to everybody and just reach out, and I'm gonna dart, bringing Delilah with me back into the center of them, and like right before I get swallowed again, I'm gonna just say, kill her!
Right here?
And that's it. Yeah. Oh, shit, okay.
As Delilah takes her turn, furious in the sense of this, she's going to go ahead and snap control from you. You're still wrestling from within. You can see the physical body is fighting her, but she's still remaining focused. She's going to go ahead and, as an action, she's going to cast Blade of Disaster.
What?
You watch as she raises her hand up in the air, and she carves a line through the middle of nothing. As a black line carves open, it opens up, and something black spills out onto the ground, and from it rises a black blade that is hooked, wrapped in bandages, and kind of just floats in the air. It has a dark, ominous kind of...
What is this?
No fucking way, man.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's totally Craven.
It's not fucking Craven. Not something from the dimension we sealed it away in.
That's went into a dimension.
She's briefly summoned it here.
That was the Dread Emperor dimension, it wasn't
Yeah.
And it is going to make, can only make one attack because of your ability against you.
That was the cameo I was not expecting.
24 to hit?
Yes.
You take 44 points of force damage.
Wow. This blade is bad.
Wait,
Orm's down.
wait, that was...
Wait.
Were you within 30 feet of...
Yeah.
Of me?
Yeah.
Then you go.
To heaven?
You go to heaven.
Was
You
that,
start
was
your
that a
next turn
spell?
with 1 hit point.
That was.
Okay.
With her bonus action, she's going to go ahead and, as the sword there kind of carves through Orm and Orm falls to the ground, I'll pluck each of your lives and feed your souls to my destined essence. We have great things ahead of us, Laudna. As you're fighting within, she raises her hands up, and from the nearby rubble, rocks shift.
Oh, shit.
And you watch as skeletal hands pull up. Spirits begin to emerge as she summons undead in the space.
No
around
cleric.
her.
No clerics. I got no clerics.
Skibbletons?
Finishing Delilah's turn, now the undead go. That's going to be 2 attacks on you, Fern. It's about 3 slashing damage. The other one does 8 points of slashing damage to you. The one that's moved behind you, Breas, is going to attack you with 2 attacks. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
No.
And that's going to be a 6 to hit.
No.
So the undead have risen, and not a great opening round. That finishes their go. That finishes Delilah's turn. Top of the round. Ashton, you are up.
I'm going to take a step forward towards Delilah and like forward and to the left, just so I'm staying away from Craven. And so I'm taking that advantage hit. 21 points of damage.
20 points of damage, you got it.
And then the second hit, natural 20.
Let's go!
Go.
So that's 46, 47, 48 points of damage.
48 points of damage. Dang. Whack! One heavy hit. You watch this shadow and blood and bone go flying back from the impact. And as you pull your hammer back, you can see the entire shoulder, like Laden's left shoulder, is like broken out and is barely holding on.
He's all right, it happened.
Wait, we're trying to kill you?
We're trying to knock her unconscious, and I'm.
We are?
Well, I'm trying to hit Delilah until Delilah fucking.
I thought we were trying to hit Delilah.
Yeah, which I assume is
they're
what's
interwoven.
happening.
They're interwoven.
Yeah, so
It's not like
I'll say the hammer strikes you missed before were like going through her shadow form with no impact, and so now you have to go for Laden.
yeah, it's just how it is.
Okay. Finishes your go. Orim. Is this at the beginning of his turn he gains a hit point? At
Yes,
the top of the
beginning
turn?
of the turn.
So you come to consciousness with 1 hit point. You're still on the ground prone, and you just hear the shifting of stone. The broken, shattered shoulder of Laudna's kind of wraith form is like popping back into place.
drag my shield and hand sword up as I stand, and as Orm stands, little vines and flowers begin to sprout out of his neck and back and out of his hair, and I cast Hex. I'm gonna Hex Laudna. Let's put her at disadvantage for intelligence to knock her off her game for her main bag. I'm gonna start going for non-lethal. I'm gonna start battering Laudna. I'm gonna try to knock her out, and I'm gonna do it in an insulting way as possible and make it a goading attack. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm apologizing. Laudna, please forgive me. You suffered enough. You've been hurt enough. Please step away from it. That's a 25 to hit. That's 16 points of damage.
Another 25 on the wisdom save.
And then I'm going to spin around, and I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to attack Craven Edge.
The first hit goes through it like it's material.
Immaterial.
Correct. Which confirms to you that whatever this weapon is, it is magically bound here, likely not as a physical object, but a manifestation of something magically.
Yeah. But since I action surge, I'm going to non-lethally, I'm going to continue to try to swat Laudna in the head. That is a 27 to hit.
27 hits?
That's 9 points of non-lethal damage.
You got it.
I'm just sort of using the flat of the blade and the hilt to bludgeon my friend to try to knock her out.
All right. After all the hits, you can like see the body fighting and the horrible visage of Laudna. Like the screaming is somewhat diminished after the fights, and you can see that little spark of life behind the eyes before the shadow almost reaches down and seems to take that light and blind her to the vision of her friend. Does that finish your turn?
Yeah, and Orm again, 1 hit point, just wavering in front of her.
End of your turn, just can you use a legendary action to attack you with Wraith Claw. That's going to be a 21.
Orm down.
One massive like shadow arc. You watch as Laudna's arm rakes upward like a whole hand claw of blades with a splash of shadow like a liquid spray of blood that mingles with the red as Orm falls back on the ground unconscious.
Tries to hold her eyes until he's unconscious.
Dorian's up, and then it's Fern.
My first instinct is just to like sprint toward him. I think as he's running, he pulls out his mandolin again. It's just like this desperation, and he runs and he sort of just slides under the blade as he looks. And I'm just the only thing I can do. I just put my hand on him and I'll cast Cure Wounds. 17, 3, 20 points.
Yeah, that's
of
really
healing.
good.
So you can immediately pop back to consciousness, and amongst the flickering shadow in this low-lit space,
out of there, bro.
the face you see above you is Dorian.
We need you. Are you back?
That's what I do.
Well, come on then. And I'm gonna like kind of slap him on the cheek lovingly, and then boost him up to standing, and then stand up behind him.
Okay, grip your forearm.
All right, finishing your go. Fern, you're up with Imogen on deck. Actually, you know what? Before your turn, just use the last legendary action.
This is what happens when you don't go fast enough.
I know, I'm sorry.
To shadow step.
Yeah.
What you got, Fern?
Okay, so even though she's over there, I think I can still reach her at 60 feet
Oh, yeah.
for a flame strike.
Yeah.
The base of it is just that really hot blue flame. Hot blue. Hot blue. And then just it's just a dancing fire around it. Just
It swirls
swirling.
up like a vibrant cerulean
Yes.
flame tornado that just engulfs the space around it. Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
They still just takes half damage.
19 for fire.
Yeah.
19 damage. All right, she takes half of that and half of that. And the radiant is
And 16.
16, which she takes half of for 8. The flames subside, and you can see Delilah kind of stare back at you. And as she kind of smiles, you see the Laudna face go and smile in unison with her as she's wrestled control back. Imogen, you are up with Essek.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around so I can turn around so I can look into the eyes of my girlfriend, maybe. And I'm gonna bonus action light up my robe, which is gonna give me a +2 to my attack and spell attack and +2 to my DC. And I'm gonna look at Laudna and I'm just gonna say, I love you. I'm trusting you. And I'm gonna twin spell catapult at 6th level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick up 2 of the ruined pieces and slam them into her at the same time. I rolled really high. 37 plus 8 is
45.
45 for the first one. 32 for the second one.
It's like pushed back and all like falls onto the ground before the body stands back up, like the whole back snapping wrong until it gets into place. As it stands up and looks, the shadow takes note of Chetney, who's been hiding off to the side.
Essek, help me!
Where did that come from?
Look at me!
Who's yelling?
I'm coming. Glides off this direction, about 30 feet till he can kind of just see you off to that side, and is going to go ahead and cast haste on you. Roll. He does roll a 17 for casting a 3rd level spell.
Oh no.
I got you.
Essek finally broke open the wild magic
I know.
seal.
He's like, make it worth my while. And
Oh my
there's
God, if he's a fish.
A tiny little goat. Just goes, "Shoo." And it's like cursing at you in goat from across the way. That's going to finish his turn, but you are indeed hasted.
Thank you.
All right, finishing his
God
go.
damn
Breas,
it.
you're up with Chetney on deck.
Seeing all of this action, I have to take a sip from my Stanley cup.
Oh.
What?
Ew! Gross!
Love it. That's amazing.
Is that your old cup and it's finally just turned on you?
Yeah.
Nox is so good.
And then once I'm no longer
How do you wash
parched,
that again?
I will bonus action Misty Step and then close the distance
Indeed.
and attack twice
Yes.
with Poison Pen.
Yeah, all attacks.
All attacks.
Natural 20.
That'll do it.
And then I will swing again. And she's sort of streaked with black from the.
Could you even tell, really? But yeah.
I know, it's kind of our aesthetic.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Chetney, you're up.
I'm gonna feel emboldened with this haste, and I'm going to take out my wood chisel, and I'm gonna drag it along my quad, and you see ice from the blade, not flame. And that'll do 5 points. I'll take that damage, and I'll run up and make 2 swipes with the wood chisel, and then I'll use the hasted to do another round of wood chisel swipes.
Or the full number.
Oh, it's just one more strike for the hasted action.
Oh, it's just one more? Okay. 20 points of damage, 5 of cold. I'm gonna run, take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna use my speed to run into that little enclave and hide. Yep.
Okay. You do take an attack of opportunity. She did not use her reaction up at this point and is going to swipe at you with a Wraith Claw. 31 points of necrotic damage.
Weird.
Dart around the corner, finishing your turn. It is now back to Delilah. And Laudna, top of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, yeah, that succeeds. That's 18 plus 4 for Bardic Inspiration, so 22.
Yeah, so you get to take your full round. What do you want to do, Laudna?
Yes.
Taking inspiration from Imogen, I'm going to use my last 5th level spell to do animate objects, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast animate objects. I'm going to claw myself out. I'm going to say, Mages of Aor, help a bitch out! I'm gonna animate
Yes!
that big
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, hit me! And then, I'm going to keep with Wrestle from Within. I'm going to do Wrestle from Within again. So I'm going to literally take it literally, and I start almost like clawing on the inside as I'm trying to fight my way out. So once again, for another round, everyone has advantage on all attacks.
Okay.
Once again, I'm going to sprint towards Ashton and try and get her back into melee range with the fighters.
Okay.
When does my big boy go?
At the end of the turn. So let's have it go now.
Now?
As the chaos begins to mount, the ancient Aeorian statue begins looming over and like stepping in the center of the platform and just slamming a massive lantern fist into the side of Laudna after coming to life. Delilah wrestles control the form and is going to go ahead and first flick her hand as Craven Edge is going to rapidly move
Oh, it's so close.
over to you, Ashton. Strike at you for
Not 20?
No, net 20.
103 points of force damage.
So I'm down. Okay.
So you watch as Craven Edge, that kind of did a swing, like moves, and rushes through the air and just carves in one fast swipe through Ashton. Ashton kind of like grabs the back.
There are class features. I'm a barbarian. I have relentless rage.
You do.
That's my constitution is stupid. So yeah, 27. It's like it's ridiculously
So the blade
high.
like swings through. You watch as Ashton is about to go down and like all the rock just tense. The
I'm still up.
blade is going to then turn around because it makes 2 attacks on the bonus action, and it's going to attack you, Fern.
What the fuck?
33 points of force damage.
Okay.
Make a concentration check for
I
me.
mean, if you shut the door.
Damn.
Even with a D4?
15.
Yeah, even with the D4.
Your aura fades as the blade carves the spell from your mind. She's going to go ahead and use her action to cast Horrid Wilting on the ground.
Horde wilting.
My lord.
Dorian, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Not terrible. 12.
You take 54 points of necrotic damage. Reyes,
18.
you take 54 points of necrotic damage.
Great.
Con save.
Yes.
23.
27 points of necrotic damage.
Oof. Okay.
Imogen?
Wait.
Oh, no, I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you take 54 points of necrotic damage.
That's a natural 1, which I'll re-roll.
Oh my god.
That's good. 23 total.
Okay, so that succeeds. So you take only 27 points of necrotic damage.
27.
Correct.
I'm out. You're out.
It's only 20.
I can't
Ashton,
TPK the party.
Who's
I need to
down?
make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, I'm down because I'm only at 1 point.
Right,
So
okay,
you're
yeah, so
gonna
you
have
take it.
it.
So
So I'm
roll
taking-
another Constitution saving
with a-
throw
with
with
a
a 15
15.
DC.
That's yeah, I'm fine. That's 19. That's 28. I'm fine.
Okay, so as Delilah kind of rising up, you watch as Laudna's feet leave the ground for a second as the shadows begin to coalesce and swirl around her hands as they kind of float up, and she sparks downward and throws it to the center of the chamber. This blackened kind of weird spike goes into the ground. And as it spreads outward, you see hundreds of shadowed skeletal hands bursting up out of the ground and reaching and grabbing. Some of you try and run out of the way, and as they reach for you, they don't even reach to grab you, they reach through you and pull tattered sections of your soul out for a split second. You watch as Orem just got to his feet, turns around and falls unconscious to the ground. You watch as Ashton takes the hit and just barely wills through pure anger and whatever strange dunamantic power in his head remains is still on his feet. The rest of you kind of take the hit and just hear the cackle. Now it's going to go the rest of the creature's turn. The skeletons rush in. That's 4 attacks against you, Dorian.
Oh, cool.
One misses you, the other is a natural 20.
Oh, okay, great.
It doesn't do a lot of damage. You only take 10 points of slashing damage from that. The other one is attacking you twice for 14. So both attacks in the second one miss you. All the light in the chamber is like growing dimmer and dimmer by the second. What do you do?
I am going to very slowly start walking towards Delilah. As I'm doing it, I'm going to start getting taller and bigger, and my arms are going to swell. The sparking of the rainbow sparking in the head, and then the hammer are just going to start getting really, really intense. And as I get to her, I look up and I turn into diamond, and now my whole body is filled with the fucking diamond. With the diamond roll.
That's rad. As you rush up, see the light, it's like, you realize that all gems can break, can't you?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bring it.
Finishing your go, Orem, make a death saving throw.
That's a fail.
No!
First failed death save on Orem. Dorian, you're up.
I'm just gonna reach down, grab Orm's hand, and 4th level, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door. And I'm going to put us both as far away from, I hate this, put as far away from danger as possible. Put us on like the top, I know they can't bounce, but the top of that obelisk thing.
Up here?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
up and away.
Not like this.
And then
When he's dead.
Third fight in one day.
I'll leave him, and I'll use my movement to get back down in the mix as close as I can.
I'll get you right behind Brace, right there.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, at the end of your turn,
And also,
you can use legendary action to shadow step.
Okay, I'll do fire again. I will do, you know what? I'll do another 6th level. I will do flame strike again.
She's going to use legendary resistance to make it. So go ahead and it is a radius.
I will try, yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay,
So both the skeletons, the Dread Warriors fail.
17 points for fire,
Okay.
12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Wild magic roll.
The flames burn around, and you can see the skeletons now are almost reduced to dust. They're barely standing, and like.
Oh, it didn't take them? Fuck.
That's my turn.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, you're staying put. Imogen, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna 7th level lightning bolt.
Okay, got
Damn.
it. That's great. Delilah's gonna counterspell.
That's great. Wait, did she burn her reaction, or I guess she didn't burn
She
her?
hadn't used her reaction yet. She only spends a 5th level spell.
Yeah, she's
And it's a natural 20.
You're on fire tonight! You are on fire!
Critical Mercer.
As the lightning begins to apparate in front of you, she snaps and it vanishes. And she just, the shadowed face just smiles back at you.
Ugh, I hate her.
She's not yours anymore.
Talking shit!
Turn into a manatee. Turn into a manatee. Come on. Manatee.
What is it? What is it?
It's a natural fucking 20.
Look
at this shit.
Wild magic.
Turns on you, you motherfucker!
Roll a D100.
Turn into a goat.
Let's go.
That's
Turn
crazy.
into a
You have to
goat.
roll the 100 or do you?
Someone else wants to roll it for me, please.
Should Marissa?
I can't believe that shit.
Marisha should do it, but you roll.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I did. I rolled
That's
3.
crazy.
Come on,
What
roll.
if it's something that changes the game?
Come on.
What if she turns into a goat?
97. Oh no.
Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad?
Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell they cast.
No.
Go home! What have you done to us? That for?
Wait,
What are you talking about?
Wait, but that could be you.
no.
Could it be?
It could be, depending on if you manage to make the save at the top of your turn.
I'm just quickening spells. I'm quickening spells though. I still got sorcerer
Can you
points.
punch yourself in your own
All right.
face and knock
That's
yourself
what
out?
I've been doing.
Okay.
Wow.
Brace,
I'm just gonna look over
you're
at
up.
Essek and like,
Yeah.
I will
Just saying.
Misty Step again.
you're gonna do wonders, Marisha. This is gonna be it.
I swing my weapon, I get angry, and as I get angry, you can see my nostrils flare and my features start to get more bovine as the anger sears out of me. And I will strike.
Go for it.
32 plus plus 16. Jesus, that's a lot.
That's 48 points of damage.
Dang!
And second strike. For this one, I will use Divine Smite. 29.
How do you want to
I mean,
Wait, are we cheering?
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
I don't know.
I will swing away with my weapon and strike several times. But as I'm doing so, the the black ichor that's flying off the weapon is making sort of a splatter all across the wall behind. And after I swing and swing and swing, even after they're down, and after a moment, you see that the splatter is forming a pattern, and it's the symbol of Asmodeus.
Hell yeah. She falls back, crushed and battered. The shadow subsides and vanishes with a scream.
Back into Laudna.
Back into the body.
Is she stable?
She's currently dying.
What about the other?
I'll finish the job.
As soon as she goes down, the other undead
And Craven
dissipate. The sword of Craven Edge vanishes.
All right, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna cure wounds
I'm gonna,
at 3rd level.
I'm gonna run over to her.
and then, we still have an Orem issue, so I'm gonna run towards Orem full.
Good, because I just failed and
Yeah,
that's
I'm running to Orem full speed while I'm still giant and fucking
And he's-
getting up there, and I'm just gonna pour a healing potion in you.
You got it.
What's happening out there?
You have 6 points.
24 points of healing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I'm going to fucking fall over as the diamond form goes away, and I am absolutely broken.
21 points of healing.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Are you complaining while you're
I don't
healing
know.
a friend?
I don't know. What's happening?
You come to consciousness. Your eyes are bleary, and the last memories you have are the horrible emotions of watching yourself being piloted, and uncertain in the moment how much is you, how much is Delilah. But the further it goes, the more you know that you didn't want that to happen.
You okay?
Is it you?
Yeah, yes. I think so.
Give her a big hug. And just,
Yeah, it's her. Okay.
we gotta get her out of you. We gotta get her out. That can't happen again.
I clutch my chest. Do I still feel like the thrumming of Delilah?
Extremely faint, but present. The tiniest little.
I'm gonna come back over to where I hid the bag of holding and pull it out from under the tatters and look at Imogen and go, "You're right, it can't." I'm just gonna pull out and hold the amulet and look at Laudna. It's not my choice to make.
It was Delilah that wanted that. Not Laudna. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, we should figure out what it does. We also have the funnel.
I'm gonna identify.
How many times can you identify?
What?
And I'll also pull out the little scale cloak and toss it into.
Okay.
You've got the whole bag.
So you got the scale cloak and the amulet stone.
The amulet stone.
You take the stone, and the enchantment within it is it's interesting. It's a roughly infused piece of Ruidian glass, like you had seen before. But the way that this has been prepared, it is an extremely powerful, more or less an arcane battery for a certain amount of magic, which means it's either used as a means to draw power to regain spell slots for a time, or to possibly power something. You're uncertain. But you get the sense that this has a finite amount of spell slots that can be drawn from it before it eventually breaks. And because this gives an identify spell, I will say it has 9 spell slots total that you can pull from it.
She wants juice. I'm gonna check out the cloak as well.
The cloak as well. Okay.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?
This one comes with a card.
Magic armor appears as a half cloak of burgundy scales. When you attune to it, the cloak liquefies, adheres to, and contours to your skin. Contours to your skin. With a textured red scaled appearance across your torso, the armor can be worn under normal clothes and it doesn't impede bodily functions. Once you put it on,
You can pee in it.
You can pee in it.
Still
It can't be removed unless you choose to do so or you die. at which point the armor liquefies off your body and becomes the cloak.
You
While
can't
wearing-
take it off?
While wearing the armor, you have resistance to poison damage and a +2 bonus to AC.
Yo.
The armor also doesn't impose disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks.
Thank you.
That feels like a Cheddar's.
That feels like a cheat.
That feels pretty cheddar.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Having my body in scales, why don't you?
Identify
I do
spell?
have one more identify.
We have the soul anchor from.
Let's take a look at that
I would
shit.
love to take a look at that.
You take the soul anchor, and it is like a gem about so large. It has, it doesn't weigh much, and it has a number of darkened runes across it that were carved in that bound the previous entity. But soul anchors are designed specifically to contain and bind powerful entities to it. This one was powerful enough to contain a grand demon for some time before that bond was broken with its death. So now it is not bound to anything.
Do you know how to bind something to it? Do you learn that with Identify?
No, but you learn that with practitioner of powerful magics.
If we only had a guy.
Essek, come here. Please.
Of course, sorry, I'm shaking off some bad habits.
How dare you? Soul Anchor is extremely rare.
They require quite amount of powerful magic and infusing of particular enchantments over time. Yes, the materials are expensive, and depending on the nature of what is being bound, the magics required to do so are extremely well protected.
How fast can you bind something once you have that ability?
It requires a lengthy ritual, but it can be done depending on what you.
You are so clever.
I just, we have a lutenist.
Generally, the soul anchors require you to specifically bind it to an entity that is in proximity.
I was thinking,
over a period of time.
I was thinking this might be a solution to our unwanted guest.
We could separate them.
Yeah.
I'd have to do some research. I have not done these bindings before, but I can find the information for it.
This might be something that can
We tempt her out and suck her in.
yeah.
Is she not destroyed?
Hilarious.
No.
She is just
She's
hard to kill.
I haven't been back with you very long, but sorry. They have caused more trouble for us in this short amount of time than anything. We fought a grand demon and various creatures, Dominox, and some of us didn't take a scratch. And I'm sorry, but you've hurt us worse than anyone.
Yeah, that's why we need to help her.
Yeah, I think we gotta figure it out before we can do anything else.
Why can we not just excise and banish, destroy the creature?
We tried it. We tried it.
We tried even killing her on her own.
She's very smart. She's very clever, and she does not want to go.
He takes the soul anchor crystal and kind of looks it over. Now, there are certain enchantments that bind and harness power. This is not a common soul anchor. This is Aeorian development. Perhaps the ritual can be prepared, and these signatures, these runes, can be altered to where it is bound and still useful.
We could use them together.
Do you know how to do it?
She could keep her powers.
I could try. I need to get back to my laboratory, though.
Yeah.
Is our business here complete?
I think so.
You watch, he pulls out his book. It's the getting here that's the challenge. It's the leaving within specifically bound magics is not as difficult. And I have something my partner has shown me. He pulls out a piece of chalk and begins to draw a circle on the ground, carving a series of runes and small shapes around. Does this one massive sweep that looks like this extremely elegant filigreed S, and pulls back the symbol. When I finish this circle, it will glow for a short time. Step through, rapidly, and in advance know that I was not expecting company and have not had time to clean up.
We're gonna judge
let
you.
me-
Essek, we're gonna judge you so hard.
Give me a second just to put myself together, and I'm going to stand up and crawl my way over to that dome, that interesting broken glass dome, and I'm going to pull out of my pocket a little bit of scrap metal, and just quietly just place it right in front of it. Welcome home. Welcome home, buddy. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna get up and crawl over to where y'all are standing.
Fuck was that about?
To safer places, then?
Well, it's been wonderful fighting with you all. I wish you good luck on your journey.
What the fuck are you talking about? Your journey where?
Thank you
Aren't
so
you gonna
much.
kill Ludinus, or I mean,
Where do you think you're going?
to kill Ludinus?
Yeah, you're
By
coming
yourself?
with us.
If I must.
Extreme circumstances makes allies of the strangest fellows.
Well, I don't know if you need to stay with us until we don't even know you.
What do you want to know about me?
I want to know, like, what do you want? What did you think of that whole thing?
Fighting your friend?
No, in the orb. Like, what are your thoughts? What do you feel? What do you want?
I thought that the prime deities are squabbling children who don't deserve the power that they have.
I have a suggestion, which is we get in this fucking teleport circle that's about to happen, and then we have ourselves a nice couple rounds of what the fuck is up with
you
that
wanna
with our
stay
new
here?
fucking friend.
Let me find out. I will cross over to the symbol I've painted on the wall and kneel before it and pray to the Lord of Hells for guidance. Do I trust these people? Can they serve your purpose? Or do I go it on my own?
You close your eyes and try and reach out to connect your prayer with the Lord of the Hells. And after a few beats of silence, you open your eyes onto the sprayed, inky symbol that is strewn across the wall, and sigh deeply at the lack of response before your eyes catch the long tendrils, the singular blackened drips of the ichor that begin to form into bigger ones, then form into bigger ones. And you kind of count them as 8 singular drips that all eventually come together into one.
It seems like too big for a party. Take a long time to make decisions, but if this be your will. All right, oh shit, they're gone.
You look back, and the circle is glowing, and it's like, you have to come right now. Hurry!
Clip-clop.
Get in!
Is that a cowbell?
I would have taken just a stone from this room.
I wanted to do the same thing.
So, you arrive. Actually, you know what would be best, Liam, if you wouldn't mind describing the interior of the abode that Caleb and Essek share.
Why is it so messy in here?
IKEA.
Oh boy. Well, in Rexentrum, I would think that Essek's partner and he have a not well-crafted but not ostentatious home, not small as the home that Bryn grew up in, but again, not big and flashy. Simple, enough room to have guests when needed. There is also in their laboratory in the back a dedicated corner of the room that leads into the tower. It's right next to the sex room. It is very Zemnian, but there are artifacts and mementos all about the house from their travels together and of their friends that they share. Lots of memories. Lots and lots of memories. And it is a mess.
As you all kind of step through, Escamille, please, once more, I'm extremely embarrassed. Out of here, please, where it's more comfortable. There are seats upstairs in a study. I will make some tea, and then I will get to researching this. Looks back to you.
Just kind of avert my gaze as I'm
Lodna, right?
very embarrassed.
Lodna.
Mhm.
Are you all right?
No.
Good. Acknowledging these traumas is important, and sometimes you're uncertain what you're capable of until the worst people take advantage of you. I have been around long enough to see this happen to people who I care about. Before I met them, and after. Try and do your best not to blame yourself. And if this is something we can do, and I will try, but no promises, let this be the beginning of a new path to recovery.
I'd like that very much.
Good. Hold on to that.
You said that it would almost reverse our roles, that I could... She would be my puppet.
If I can alter the enchantment enough, I don't see why I couldn't try, yes? How bound to her are you? Do you need her to survive?
I guess not. But I am scared of what I might lose.
Well, let's see what we can do if you can make her your puppet instead. He clasps his hands over yours and kind of holds your eye contact. All right. Get her some tea.
Yeah.
There might be some stale cookies in the kitchen. You are welcome to them. Then we need to hurry. Talk amongst yourselves. And he goes and takes his heavy coat off and puts it on the rack, and you can see he gets a more comfortable robe and throws it over, kind of throws a scarf over his shoulder that he kind of smells for a second, and then just goes down into the laboratory himself.
I'm gonna grab your hands and just gently lead you into the living area.
How's everyone else, though? It's... Orem and Ashton, you took quite a beating. I'm sorry.
I honestly have always suspected you would get knocked out pretty quick. I am very impressed. Ow.
I'm so sorry that the world is moving so fast that we couldn't take the time to help you.
No. You know, when all of that was going on, lost in the chaos and shadow, I distinctly remember having a thought. If there was anyone here who were to finish the job, put me down, I remember thinking, I hope it's Seedling. I hope it's Orem. I don't know why.
I don't want that.
I don't want that either.
I was gonna just pull Fern aside for a second, if that's all right. And clop, 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 clop.
Oh, double clap.
Double clap.
You fought bravely back there.
Thank you.
It was impressive.
Thank you very much. You did pretty good yourself with your 2 balls.
They swing. They swim low.
Yeah, they swim real low.
When you asked me how I felt about what we saw, it frightened me a little bit.
Yeah.
Just how much I was finding my heart agreeing with what Ludinus was saying. No matter how this ends up, someone will become much more powerful. And we have to figure out the right person or people to give that power to.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's one way to look at it.
You trust your friends enough to make that decision with them?
Yes, I do. I do.
You were hurt in the fight. May I heal you?
Oh, I mean, if you want to.
I'll reach out my weird hoof hand.
No, but don't you have hands?
Look at the art, baby. If you'll allow me, I just sort of brush your hair back and
Sure.
and just sort of cup the back of your neck and look into your eyes.
Just on the ground, like.
I am on the ground just going, oh, for fuck's sake.
And I will lay hands and pump 30 points of
You're going to pump?
Lay hands and pump.
back into you.
Is there any portraits or anything on these walls anywhere?
You do eventually see one portrait that is kept not out in front, but kind of when you go and check in on Essek in the laboratory, there is a soft portrait of the two of them. The same Essek who went to and from Aor with you. You see him kind of like sitting with his hand on his shoulder and on his hand behind him, kind of resting on the shoulder. A familiar, well-kept visage of the Caleb Widogast that you had encountered.
We know him.
What is that? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle.
This man.
Oh, that is my partner.
We know him. We
You
met
know?
him.
How? When? What?
At the key.
Yeah, at the Malleus Key. And he had a friend with him, Bo.
Beauregard, yes.
Are they all right?
As far as I can tell, we've been keeping in contact as much as we can. They're off on a particular mission.
Good, I'm glad. How recently?
About a week ago.
Okay.
He checks in. But also has to conserve his time and ability.
Oh.
He's endured a lot. He can endure far more. Nevertheless, I found the tome I was looking for. I need to begin preparing a ritual. Are there any of you who are somewhat inclined with knowledge of the Arcanum?
When it comes to blood, I'm your gnome.
Please, nothing with blood.
I mean, yes.
I can certainly help someone know more.
I could probably help you.
Arcana?
Oh, yeah?
Arcana?
Well, So you say this entity is bound to you, right? Bound into your flesh and blood?
Yes.
And you are one of blood magic. Hemocraft. Interesting. Your help, obviously. Your help, maybe...
I want to help.
Yes, all right. Here in the middle of the Rexentrum night, you gather here into the late hours of the evening along with Essek to begin iterating on, rescribing, and eventually preparing a ritual that could be an opportunity to change the fortune of one Laudna.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what we'll pick up next time. Let's find out.